just to recap, I am in Arizona. Scott hurt himself, fell out of the bus while we were camp hosting. He's still at home. Terry, my sister Terry, and I drove down. Took 3 days to get here, and we are at Mom's little house in Apache, and we're just kind of hanging out. And the very next day, we went to our land, just to see what was going on there because we're just dying of curiosity. So, and everything looked really well. There's video on all this, as I'm sure you've figured out, but if you haven't watched, anyways. So Terry and I also had to just kind of figure out how we were going to survive. Terry is going to be here for a week. So there was things happening that we needed to take care of at Mom's trailer. And it's an old trailer, so it's just things that have to happen anyway. So there's always some kind of fixing that needs to go on. So this year it was her microwave was dead. We got rid of that. We ended up doing a few things like replacing her microwave. Took the old one out. Old heavy. Mom said it had been here since she before she was probably original to the trailer. Got rid of that. Put in a new one for her. The antenna had blown down. Picture that. I'll show you. And somebody must have taken it apart because there was pieces there, but they never said anything to her. So anyway, so had to figure that out. So we had some TV. So it's hard to live without TV here. You need to know at least weather and get the local news and know what's going on. And then the air conditioner. It's going to get very, very hot, and we saw that coming. So we needed to do something. So we did replace the air conditioner, and that was one big fiasco. Two old broads trying to figure that out. Let me tell you. Besides the physical end of it, trying to get it apart, but we managed to do that. And so it's all good. So Terry's gonna have to go home soon. So, but anyways, that's just what's been going on. That's what we've been doing. So it's all good. More on the video. Oh, and I'll give you an update on Scott too. So anyways, Scott just called me, and he said that his toe came out of place again. So they had said that because it was misdiagnosed in Boston, and it was out of place for 10 days before they put it back into its joint, that they were worried that it would be prone to fall out again. Well, it did. So now he's got a couple choices. He's at home. I'm in Arizona, and I was thinking he was going to leave in 2 days from now. He had to get these appointments done, but that's just not happening. So Thursday, now they got to go in and surgically tie it into place so it doesn't come out of joint again, because he even said that yesterday. He didn't feel like it was healing or anything. So I don't know. So Thursday he's going to have that done, and his other options just aren't viable. I mean, it's not going to work. He can't wait till we get back. He can't I don't know. There's a 6-week recovery time after this gets done too. He doesn't have to stay in town for that. They can remove the tie, the little wire tie, I guess that's what they use, down here in Phoenix at the hospital here in Phoenix. So I mean, he can do that. And thank God for the VA. I know that our VA at home has been very good. I'm not so sure about the Phoenix one down here, but I mean, I guess if all in all, worst comes to worst, it'd be better off to have them take it out rather than put it in, which might be a little bit more delicate. Make sure it gets done correctly. At any rate, I'm not entirely sure when he's going to come down now, but he needs to wait at least a couple weeks to make sure that's all set. His brother was on his way to the house right now because they were going to leave in a couple days. Well, that's not happening now, so I don't know. They'll figure it out. I don't know who's going to take him to the hospital and do all that, but he says, well, I got the 3 kids here, so his 3 kids, and they will help him, and thank goodness for that. But Terry will be back into town tomorrow. My mom is still there. Beth's still there. I mean, I have plenty of family, too, that can help him out if he needs to be, so I tell ya, I don't know. Nothing just ever goes easy, so I'll be down here. Not that anything has started anyways, because it was supposed to have, but nothing has started. So I guess I'm just going to have to see if I can go get some bids myself for this work and make some phone calls and find out what's wrong with that, not getting that revision back, and la la la, and you know, it just goes on. So anyways, people, say a little prayer. Yeah, all right, talk to you later. Well, I'm here at Mom's. Terry had to go home. Bless her heart for her helping me drive out and all that business, but holy moly, I tell you what. It's like almost 10 o'clock in the morning here, and it's hot already. It's like 90 degrees, and we're on our way to 103 today, a record breaker again, which is just freaking nuts. Oh, man. Tell ya. Trying to stay cool. It's fine, actually, 90 degrees with the fan on. You know, inside. And there is a decent breeze out. I had my breakfast out here on the patio this morning. It was so nice. Yeah. Mom's antenna blew down. That was here when we got here. Somebody must have taken it down for her. But I think I mentioned before, though, that while Terry was here, she helped me. Ow, barefoot. She helped me put up a new antenna for Mom, which, believe me, you know, wasn't much fun, but it's working good. Happy to have it up there, and then I had to mess around with the wiring and figure out how to. Slowly but surely, I managed to get all 3 TVs hooked up to the antenna. She doesn't even use it though when she's here, so she doesn't really need it. So that's why it was so confusing and undone, but because she just gets her dish TV, brings it from home, and she'll hook up to that when she gets here. But for right now, I finally got internet on that TV. Antenna on that TV, and I... Oops, gotta make that bed. Oops. Don't look, Mom. I got that TV hooked up. And yeah, see this big wall? Having to try to separate, but it is, and it's all dark in here. It's like a... But it's the only place that stays cool, so I had to cover up. This whole front room is just windows. Windows, great big huge windows. Windows, the whole thing. Windows, windows, windows. I had to take out the old one. So this isn't finished yet, but man, oh man. Had to have something. And then that was okay, but once I added the sheets and everything, you can feel the temperature difference between here and even here and then here. So yeah, this is the cave, but it's the only place I can hang out and stay cool. This is only gonna last another 5-6 days, I think. So I cook in the morning and make my salads and stuff, and so I don't have to cook until after dark, and then I can manage that. Put this back up for Mom because it was fell down. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I am just hanging out here. Scott is probably not going to come down until after Thanksgiving now because of his toe. It's such a mess. I know, I'm sure I showed you pictures of that. Yeah, scary stuff, man. So I'd rather have the people that put it in, and we trust them in Madison VA, the hospital there. So yeah, That's how it happens. So he won't be here for a few weeks. Not that he'll be able to do much anyways if he came down. So I'm still waiting on the revision. Got the permit, but waiting on the revision news. I did call the state the other day. They're so polite and actually very helpful, and he managed to tell me now. Mind you, this is October 16th, and it's this hot here still, which is unusual for that too. October 16th, and I called him Friday, and they are working on stuff still from September 15th, so they're a month behind. They're so overloaded. They're so overworked. They don't have enough help. They haven't for a really long time. At least since we've been trying to get, all of our permits and everything through, because we had talked to the county when we first started this way over a year ago now, that they said that usually takes about a week, mind you. Now it's been a month, mind you, and we're still waiting. So he was hoping though that, he said he changed his whole process of working, and he's not doing any phone calls or answering any phone calls or doing any emails or anything until the last day of the work week, which was Friday. So that's the only reason I could talk to him on Friday, was because of that. And the rest of the week then he was just concentrating, and he's not by himself, but there must be that many applications and things that they process through that state building that's just way too much. I don't know, it's just not run very well. I don't get it. All he has to do for me is approve an already state approved foundation plan. So I don't, it's a way to get the $200, I guess, another $200 out of you. All in all, I suppose, but whatever. Anyway, so that's what I'm waiting for. So I'm just going to hang out. I think I'm going to work on videos this week. I've got some old ones that I never really finished, like from when after Dad passed, I had a whole bunch of videos that I collected, and they're all in a stash. I just need to put them all in a video, and that'll just be for family, but something else I can do while I'm waiting. That's all I'm doing is waiting at the moment. I'll probably run down to the land again, but I'll take you along if I do that. So anyways, that's all I know. Talk to you later.